Back in 1970, the story of one of the world's biggest music festivals began, and playing at the original Glastonbury was a band that embodied the free spirit of the age. This year, they decided to do it all again, exactly 40 years from their first performance.
This is the Adelphian Hall, a legendary underground music venue for the last quarter of a century. The likes of Oasis, Radiohead and other now household names started their career here.
What channel is it going on?
And tonight, another new band is making its debut here. But their name may be familiar to anyone who has listened to music in the 60s and 70s. They're called Quintessence. Dave Codling, who is now nearly 70, played in a spiritual rock band back in the day. And they had quite a following.
Every single song we're doing tonight is on albums pre-recorded 35, 40 years ago. So it's all old stuff with a new band. And it's still working for us. Thank you very much.
Dave has spent the past year putting together a new Quintessence with a whole new set of musicians, some of whom were fans of the band the first time round.
It's nice to be playing bass for a band that you've admired for most of your adult life.
I was brought up on Quintessence. My two older brothers are massive Quintessence fans, and I was brought up on listening to their music, and so it's like a real dream come true.
Once there was a land where now there is a sea. Giant.
The original lead singer was a charismatic Australian called Phil Jones, also known as Shiva.
Tall as trees, hearing prophecies.
Chaz Ruffley has the job of stepping into his vocal shoes in 2010.
It was a really good fit, I think, in the way I sing, because it's very similar to the way that Phil Shiva used to do in the original band, I think. As I say, it was a complete accident for me, a very lucky one.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
fantastic,
It was great.
brilliant.
They were there at the original Glastonbury with T-Rex and people like that. We've just seen part of history. We were allowed to be part of history. And I just shook hands with history. It's like meeting Henry VIII.
Peace and love.
If you're at Glastonbury, go check them out.
And in a few weeks' time, that's exactly where they're going to be. Back at Glastonbury Festival, where Quintessence first played exactly 40 years ago. Today we've come to meet Dave at Leeds train station because he's about to meet someone he's not seen since 1973.
Yeah, 9 minutes ago.
Is that him waving? Yeah, that's him. Hey!
This is Phil Jones, also known as Shiva. He's just flown in from California for the Glastonbury gig. He and Dave haven't seen each other for more than 35 years.
I'm a little fried, but
Well, let's go.
I'm here, man. I'm here.
That's great. Let's go. Let's get the hell out of here.
Back in his garden, Dave remembers how his brother-in-law told him to audition for the band all those years ago.
Today, they're looking for a guitar player. There's a band forming downstairs. So get your guitar and get your ass up there, right? So that's what I did. Sat in. Oh, yeah, you're okay. We'll have you. That was it. I was in the band. I joined them. 6 weeks later, we were signed to Island Records and doing gigs. Unbelievable.
We were somebody.
Yeah, we were, man. We were somebody.
We could have been contenders.
Yeah.
Film crew key. Quintessence key.
How many of the original are performing at Glastonbury? Why is that?
Because we don't like them, man. How many times do I have to tell you?
All right then, you two got the sack.
That was it.
When he said you're fired, I said, you can't fire me, I quit. And I walked out the door.
And that was it?
And he said, don't let the door hit you on the way out. I said, I won't.
1970, 1971 was the last time you performed at Glastonbury. How do you feel about performing now?
Completely stoked.
Makes me feel good. Because for a while there, I didn't feel so good.
What was your biggest hit then?
Biggest hit?
Yep, your most popular track you dropped out then.
Hill, but getting it straight in Notting Hill Gate. Take me down, down to Notting Hill Gate. Take me down.
But now they have quite a challenge on their hands.
Down, down.
Phil has just 5 days to rehearse with the rest of the band before the reunion gig at what is now one of the world's biggest festivals. And here we are. The first ever Glastonbury Festival, set back in 1970, attracted crowds of around 1,500 people. Only cost £1 to get in. Now, at least 100,000 people turn up, and it'll set you back at least £190. The new Quintessence lineup are playing a small warm-up gig on the Saturday before their main performance on the Sunday evening. Both lead singers Shiva and Chaz will be performing.
It's my brother, and we hadn't seen each other for a long time, and we got together, and it's just like the old days. We sing like that.
It's an anticipation of just going and having a bit of fun. Because all we've been doing all week is having a bit of fun. You know, just playing about off each other.
The first line we sang together, I knew it was going to work.
Yeah.
Just from the first line. We are Quintessence. We were here in 19... Hang on, just wait till he gets the sound right.
But the warm-up gig doesn't start very well. There's a technical hitch when the speaker blows just before the performance starts. And the sound desk are having problems. But the band soon get into their stride.
I thought we started off with a bang. It was strong energy for the first 2 or 3 songs, and then there were technical problems on stage. We were struggling with feedback, broken speaker, and balance on stage. But we still managed to hold the energy, I think, as best we could.
So as a warm-up preparation for tomorrow night, do you think it went well?
A good warm-up for tomorrow night. It was, I think there was a sense of confidence in the band, because we hadn't played together before. This is it. That was our first gig.
So, tomorrow's the big day. It's Sunday morning and another glorious day at Glastonbury. 40 years ago, the only stage to perform on was the Pyramid Stage. That's where Quintessence performed. Now it's reserved for the likes of Norah Jones, Stevie Wonder, Kylie Minogue. Quintessence, that's somewhere over there. There are more than 40 stages at Glastonbury 2010. The glazed stage is described as creative and experimental, perfect for Quintessence. The band seem pretty relaxed as they prepare to go on stage, but there's one person who's not so happy. Marty, the keyboard player, has been sacked.
Everything was going according to plan until I was told yesterday I wouldn't be playing. Because Phil didn't think there was going to be, didn't want any keyboards in the set. So here I am on the sidelines.
We're here to put on a great show, and if somebody's not cutting it, well then, at least for this gig you're not on, because I'm here, and I want it to be the best we can do.
So the show must go on. And even Marty seems to be enjoying himself, along with the rest of the crowd.
I thought we had a good sound, good gig, good audience connection. Had some old fans there that were like, they were singing the lyrics. Even when I forgot them, they were singing them. So all I had to do was look at their lips. That was great.
I wish we could do it again, actually. I wish I could do it again.
Namaste. Thank you. Thanks, brother. Trying this one? Okay, we'll do.